This is what a mother's love can do for her beloved daughter and for her own mother tongue. A mom, a proud Cebuana, and the illustrator and author of Alpabetong Bisaya. Ito ang kwento ni Cheryl Toting Villarino. Cheryl grew up surrounded by books, kaya bata pa lang, nakahiligan na niya ang pagbabasa. But what hooked her the most were the illustrations.
I was always drawn to art at a very young age, but most especially I was drawn to children's books. So I consumed a lot of children's books when I was younger, and I spent a lot of time in the young reader section growing up. Remember the Little Golden Books before? Yes, and seriously, yeah, and especially the ones that Mary Blair illustrated. And then nag-collect ako since I don't think I had a lot of Little Golden Books growing up because we couldn't afford it because I lived in the province pa.
Cheryl sketched her career in illustration and design in Cebu. Sinimulan niya ang kanyang brands na Tumblebee and Grumpy Girl.
For the Tumblebee and the Grumpy Girl, the Tumblebee brand is the colorful side that I really like. And for the Grumpy Girl, although colorful siya, the inspiration really is my mood. Because while I like cute things, there's another side of me that's filled with sarcasm. So thankfully for my business, there are a lot of girls that can relate to it. I think a style it doesn't have to be just one for an artist because an artist also evolves.
At bilang artist and educator, para kay Cheryl, malaking papel ang art sa pagtuturo at pagkatuto ng mga bata.
As an artist and educator, I've seen how powerful it is when we bring art into learning, especially for the younger generation. And it helps them express themselves and stay curious and actually enjoy what they're learning, diba? And when I was still teaching, I always encouraged my students to solve real problems through design. So I encourage them to find creative solutions for it. And somehow, whether it's a young or small na bata or kanang college na, it makes the work more enjoyable for them to do. So when I was still in USC, I always find projects that are ma-enjoy sila ba.
Sabi nga, life sometimes puts us in situations where we discover our potentials and heart's desires. Ni sa hinagap, hindi raw na-imagine ni Cheryl na posible siyang maging author. Not until...
So when my daughter was in Kinder 2, she's already 18 years old now, so I discovered how challenging the mother tongue subject was before. And especially my daughter is, like most kids, English speaking. So when I received her notes for mother tongue, it was just photocopies of very deep, long Bisaya words that even I cannot understand. But what I did was I went into the designer mode. So I illustrated some words for her. And that's just how I got inspired with it. So there's a few times that my attention ng bata, but because it's very deep Cebuano, she cannot remember the words. And so that with that activity, I discovered that even I didn't know much about our native language.
Tila eureka moment iyon para kay Cheryl. Gayunpaman, lalakad pa ang mahahabang taon upang mailuwal ang akdang nagumpisa sa ideya.
The idea started when yung Kinder 2 pa yung anak ko, but I started working on it during the pandemic. So I thought of the words I picked the words that were interesting for for sa mga bata. Tapos, dapat maintindihan ng mga bata. So, because of the pandemic, I mostly research online. I went to the Cebuano Study Center in San Carlos and did additional research there. And then it was there that I discovered that there wasn't enough content for children in Cebuano, unfortunately. I found a book. It was kind of an alphabet book, but there were phrases in it. But it was still in the 70s pa. Wala talagang meron namang mga storybooks, pero in terms of the alphabet book or text, wala. Yun lang, yung 1970s na book. After that, when Aklat Alamid came in, they also helped me with further research. So, FGD sila and talk to mga consultants, mga researchers talaga. And they also gave me new ideas, tapos new words for me to work on. So, they're very helpful for me as a first-time author.
Dito na isisilang ang alpabetong Bisaya ni Cheryl Toting Villarino.
The Alphabetong Bisaya is an alphabet book designed to help young readers, especially preschool until grade 3, and for them to engage with our native Bisaya language in a fun, colorful, and meaningful way. And it's more than just a learning tool. The thing with my book is hindi naman siya storybook, diba? So it's a very simple alphabet book. So my hope is through the illustrations and through the experience they get when they open the book, that the children will be more familiar and interested in their Cebuano or Bisaya language. Because kids these days are more exposed to the vibrant, the colorful, the fun content from different countries, and it's just everywhere for them. So for me, so we have to just make content that is as interesting and as colorful as those things that they are exposed to. So dapat mabalance for them. Small contribution to the preservation of our Cebuano heritage.
Paano kinaharap ni Cheryl ang mga hamon sa paggawa ng kanyang debut book?
First of all, just the time it took to finally make it happen. So it took me 10 years to finally make the book. And by then, medyo doubtful na ako if it would work or not. But apparently, it's very well received with the publisher. It's very well received among mothers and teachers. Another, I think the pandemic, because I was working on it alone, I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. So thankfully, pagdating ng ni Aklat Alamid, it's really, they were very helpful. So in giving me confidence that I'm doing it right.
Nitong Hulyo, formal nang inilaunch ang alpabetong Bisaya sa Cebu. Agad rin itong nakapaglakbay sa iba't ibang probinsya, maging sa mga bookstore sa Maynila. Inaasam ni Cheryl na magamit ang kanyang aklat sa pagtuturo ng mother tongue sa mga paaralan.
My first school visit in Mabolo Elementary School, they didn't mind that it was in Cebuano. They really enjoyed the activity. They had fun learning the word because they found the illustrations really cute. And they copied the illustrations. When kids are introduced with very Cebuano or very deep words, I think they won't mind as long as they enjoy what they're doing or learning. I also want to share, kasi yung activity namin sa school, the kids were drawing some things from the book. So, and there's letters, tapos mag-illustrate sila ng whatever na word. So, for this, This one. Nag-draw yung bata ng ok-ok cockroach. Very funny. Why they pick the ok-ok? Tapos ito, this one is the wakwak or the manananggal. Yeah. We were arguing. I was arguing with the child kasi para sa kanya it's manananggal. So I had to correct the child. It's wakwak in Cebuano. So they also learned in Filipino, in Tagalog, tapos in anong version ng Cebuano. It's funny because some of the teachers don't even know the words na. There are like most of the moms that I talk to, they chat with me or they message me that their kids are now learning the word. There was this story that a mom shared that they were about to go to school. So the mom forgot the keys to the car, or was it for the house? So then the child, I think he's 9 years old na. So he told his mom na, "Ma, yung yawi, yawi. So it's key for the car." So, huh? So the mom was really surprised. Huh? You know that word already? He said yes because it's in the book. So, ganun na yung reactions ng mga bata. And for the teachers, yung nag-school visit kami, yun, they really appreciate the material itself. Because when yung maliit pa yung anak ko, it was just photocopy that because the school couldn't provide the necessary books in Cebuano. So the teachers had to do it themselves. Tapos photocopy lang. Yun. So right now, because there's a book na, it's easy for them to just distribute to the kids. It's helpful for them.
Para kay Cheryl, mainam na sa murang edad ay naipakikita rin sa mga bata ang halaga ng mother tongue o ang kanilang sariling wika.
I think it's important, especially if it is introduced at a very young age, that it is colorful, that and it's more child friendly. The words are more friendly for the kids. Mas receptive kasi yung mga bata if interesting para sa kanila.
Ang alpabetong Bisaya, itinuturing ni Cheryl na kanyang ambag sa pagpapanatili ng wikang Cebuano.
Ilang Cebuano, goal din natin na i-preserve for the generations to come yung language. The thing is, but most Cebuano literature are for older readers. For me, dapat talaga introduce ang Cebuano language as early as possible. So, mga bata ngayon, English speaking na halos lahat, di ba? Because of, the media and the internet. We cannot assume na matutunan nila on their own ang Bisaya. So, we need to introduce it early and make it interesting and enjoyable for them so they can maybe graduate to Cebuano storybook and maybe to more Cebuano literature when they're older. So it's small stages and phases in their life that we need to give to them para ma-preserve natin yung Cebuano na lang. Siguro that's where the illustrations come in. Kasi with the alphabetong Bisaya, there's an English version, there's an English translation for the Cebuano or Bisaya na word. Yes, definitely. I plan to make a series of this. So mga basic then na mga like numbers or colors, because if you ask anyone, even the adults, what's the Bisaya for the color green, they don't know. Yeah, and maybe more Cebuano words, then phrases, and maybe other Filipino languages. So yeah, I see myself doing more of this. in the future.
Isang malaking learning experience din para kay Cheryl ang kanyang naging journey bilang author at illustrator ng kanyang unang libro.
One important thing that I learned with this journey is my hunger pala for our own language and for our own stories in Cebuano and in our native tongue and our culture. So that's why we really need more Cebuano. I'm emphasizing Cebuano because it's very limited for the kids and young readers. So we really need to make more content based on that. Kasi there are a lot of people looking for it. And I just realized that now that the book is out. So yeah, that's my key takeaway. So please support Alphabetong Bisaya. This is the book. And it's available here in Cebu. It's available in Lost Books, or you can just message me in Instagram or Facebook, and also Aklat Alamid. In Manila, it's available in Royal's Bookshop and Maginhawa Echo Store, Criselda Freedom Store, and hopefully marami pang iba.
Kung sa murang edad ay maitatanim natin sa isip at puso ng mga bata ang pagmamahal para sa ating sariling wika, mananatili itong buhay at dumadaloy ngayon hanggang sa mga susunod pang henerasyon. Para sa Read Pinoy, ako si Marian Abio.